Okay, we're gonna learn how to work with linear inequalities. You just need to learn or remember two key rules in here. When you're working with these stuff, you just need to think on linear equations. You solve them the same way, you just move terms from one side to the other. But there's an extra rule that it's gonna make it like a little bit different, and it is that every time you pass a negative to divide or to multiply, you're gonna have to flip the inequality symbol. The inequality symbol is basically this thing that you can see here. Basically symbols like this one, like this one. Okay, this kind of symbols are the ones that we call inequality symbols. So you're gonna have to flip the symbol if you pass a negative to divide or to multiply. For this topic, I'm gonna request 4 types of answers. Like any one of these answers is correct, but in order to practice and to learn how to write each one of them, we're gonna have to work and solve the exercise using each one of these answers. Okay, we call those things notation, which is a word that we use to talk about a particular way of writing an answer. Like if the answer is x greater than 2, then you can put it like this, and that is what we're going to call the algebraic form of the answer, or the algebraic notation. And this other way will be the set builder, with a drawing will be the graphic notation, and with this brackets will be the interval notation. And basically the idea to remember you that you're gonna have to work as if you have linear equations, but don't forget that every time you pass a negative to divide or to multiply, the inequality sign is gonna flip. So you're gonna have to flip this when you pass a negative to divide. So let's try solving a couple of exercises. So I have one in here. Okay, 3x minus 2 is greater than 13. This symbol means greater than. The one that points out to the right is greater than. Okay, so what are we gonna do? As I said, you need to think on linear equations. So what would you do with linear equations? You're gonna pass the numbers to the right, and you're gonna leave the letters on the left side, right? So I'm gonna put that 3x greater than 13 plus 2. Remember that if you pass a negative 2 to the other side, it will turn into a positive 2. Okay, so that will give me 3x greater than 15. Yes. Now what am I going to do next? I'm going to pass number 3 to divide. Okay, so I will get x greater than 15 divided by 3. Okay, so let's divide. X greater than 15 divided by 3 will be positive 5. Yes. Okay, so that will be my first answer. Okay, the one that we call algebraic notation. Okay, so I have one of the 4 types of answers. I need to write the other ones. Okay, so after algebraic notation, I'm gonna do now the graphic notation. Okay, basically you're gonna have to draw a line and locate the number of the answer and color a particular side of it. Okay, I already have it here for you. Okay, the answer will be this way. Let me explain the graphic solution to you. Okay, I know that the answer begins on number 5, so that's why I put a number 5. Okay, but greater than, remember that this thing means greater than, like the solution for x will be greater than 5, so it's not 5, it has to be greater than 5. For example, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all of those numbers are answers. That's something special about inequalities. There are lots and lots of answers for linear inequalities. There are infinite answers. That's why we do not focus only on one of the answers. Okay, I just need to describe them. So the answers will be any number greater than 5. So I'm gonna put a white circle in here. Okay, the white circle basically it tells me that it's gonna start from 5, but it's not 5. It will be the other numbers, and I'm gonna color in the same direction as the arrow of greater than. Do you see that greater than is pointing out to the right? That means I'm gonna color to the right, and I'm gonna put an arrow to say that all of the numbers on the right side are solutions. Like after 5 I have 5.1, 5.2, I have 6, 7, 8. All of those numbers are solutions. That's the graphic notation for the answer. Okay, now I have now two of the types of answers, algebraic and graphic. Now I'm gonna look for interval. For interval notation you need to use brackets. Okay, and something, it's kind of simple. Okay, now which kind of brackets are we gonna use? We're gonna use this ones. Okay, so I want you to see that there's kind of like a difference between these ones, the ones on the left and the ones on the right. Okay, I'm gonna call these ones closed. Okay, closed brackets, and I'm gonna call these ones open brackets. Okay, it is important to understand the difference between closed and open. Okay, because we are gonna have to mix sometimes these things. Okay, so what am I gonna put on the answer? I need to understand how the answer is gonna work. Okay, so let's see. I know the answers begin on 5, but 5 is not part of the answers. So 5, we're gonna say that 5 is gonna be, the answer is gonna be open on number 5. So I'm gonna put an open, okay, an open bracket, and I'm gonna put number 5. Okay, I'm gonna put a comma, and then I'm gonna tell you like which is the last number of the answers. Like all of the answers are from 5 without including it because it's open until what? If you know this, the arrow basically tells you it goes forever. Okay, so the forever on the right side, we're gonna call it positive infinity, and the forever on the left side, we're gonna call it negative infinity. So it's from 5 to positive infinity. We're gonna put this symbol to talk about infinity, and we are always gonna put an open bracket for infinity. We are never gonna close the bracket on infinity. Okay, so that will be my solution in interval notation. Okay, from 5 to positive infinity, and both of them are open. So now I have algebraic answer, graphic answer, and interval answer. I'm not gonna have to put the set builder answer. Okay, for the set builder answer, I'm not gonna use brackets, I'm gonna use braces. The braces are basically curly brackets. Okay, so I'm gonna open the braces, and I'm gonna put X okay, I'm gonna put X such that X belongs to R, and I'm gonna put a comma, and then I'm gonna put X greater than 5, and once I have that, I'm gonna close the curly braces. Okay, you might not understand this at the beginning. This is a way to explain that this first part basically tells me that the answer is a number, and in here I explained which kind of number is a number that is greater than 5. So set builder notation is basically put in this first part and you copy the algebraic answer. Okay, you just copy it and that will be it, and you put it inside braces. That will be the solution for the first exercise. Okay, these 4 things will be the 4 answers for this thing.